And you trained classically French, butchered professionally, worked in Michelin kitchens and Middle Eastern restaurants. Where do all those influences come from?
I would say I'm a culmination. My food and myself are a culmination of all of the experiences that I've had. So, while I was at cookery school at Leeds, I was doing the classic French training, but your girl needed some money, so I had a weekend job at the butcher's. Couldn't afford that one without some sort of job. And then I knew immediately after I left cookery school it's for restaurants for me. So I was like, well, where are the most top rated in London? So that's where I went. I'm half-Jordanian, so it was always going to have some connection to Arab food.
Yeah.
There was always going to be some sort of homage, some sort of suggestion of my heritage in my food. So I think that is definitely where the most of the influence comes from. I would always say my grandmother was always a great influence to me as well.
Yeah. With her pickles.
With her pickles. They're on the menu as Tate's pickles, and Tate is the Arabic for grandmother.
It's beautiful. And you recently wrote that kindness, not competition, can help save hospitality. What made you feel so strongly to say that? I guess it's a very hard time for the sector at the moment. But...
I think that it's a horrendously difficult time for the sector at the moment. It's heartbreaking seeing so many places go under. So many astoundingly talented people losing their jobs, losing their livelihoods. It's not just the owners, but it's the staff, it's the management, it's the dishwashers, it's the cleaners. It's a tragedy to watch. And so I just think be nice to people. Always be nice. You don't know how much people are struggling. I've had days where I've run out of something in the kitchen and I've thought, oh my God, I can't do this tonight. But my neighbour's got like a dirge of it. Or, my butcher, he'd had a really long weekend and something hadn't gone right. And I had some spare cakes, so I took them over to him. And it made him and his team's weekend. And I just think that we need to show compassion to each other in these times, because it's hard enough without being at each other's throat, without the competition. We are all in this together. We are all struggling together. I think, so that's why I was like, if someone down the road from you is doing something well, don't then go and do the exact same thing.
Yeah. Have you experienced generosity from other operators that have sort of shaped your perspective or given you a bit more hope when it's a bit of a difficult time?
I think, yes, in that Glastonbury is a small community. I think we have a friendly relationship. The pub across the road, their tin opener broke in the middle of service the other day, and this chef just suddenly appeared at my pass with a tin of pickled chilies. I was like, Ayesha, help. And I've got like 10 checks on, but I'm like, right, I'll stop everything and open this tin for him so he can run back and finish his service. And then the other day I forgot to order flour, like the most basic thing, and he just appeared with 3 kilos of it for me.
So lovely.
And so I just think that there is that community element already. We already do look out for each other. We text each other if something bad has happened in another pub. Oh, I hope you're okay. If they've had a bad customer, we extend kindness to each other, and I don't think that's a difficult thing to do.
Especially in this sort of environment that Glastonbury is.
Yeah, absolutely.
Such a tight-knit community.
Exactly.
And I guess you agree with me that hospitality can't survive if operators stop supporting one another.
I think it's just... I don't know if it's going to survive full stop at the moment, unless the government immediately steps in and makes changes. These sort of schemes like 5% VAT on kids' meals. Things like this are just not helpful.
Yeah.
I think being kind to each other, lending each other a pint of milk, these are things that help with the morale. They aren't going to financially save us, but it's the camaraderie ship. It's the, I've just signed a petition, I'm going to send it to my neighbour to also sign. We stand shoulder to shoulder, and I think that's the important part of the camaraderie. But at the end of the day, the finances are still the issue here. It's the taxing, it's the policies. They're the only things that are actually going to save the industry.
Yeah, exactly. And camaraderie can't save it.
Camaraderie can't save it, but at least we're all on a sinking ship together.
Yeah.